Hall number 95. The Devil's grandmother.
The devil has a grandmother?
Everyone has a grandmother. And you need to call yours before she dies.
Alright, don't call me.
I thought you'd never leave.
I'm just gonna play in my garden. It's all I've got left, really.
A special garden. A garden of love.
Grandmama, I heard about Grandpa. Could you use a hug? Boy, could I.
And so began a very special relationship between a grandmother and her grandson, who just so happened to be the devil.
Can I help you plant those peas, Grandmama?
Sure you can, grandson. Just don't let me catch you using that black magic of yours.
Oh, Grandmama.
Say, are your horns getting bigger?
I'm growing up.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
But the garden couldn't stay green forever.
Grandmama? Grandmama, what happened?
Who are you?
What? I'm your grandson. The devil!
Now, where did I put my glasses?
I'm afraid your grandmother has Alzheimer's. Oh no! Oh no, it's not fair! It's not fair, Grandmama!
So they decided to go on one last road trip together.
I always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon.
I'll get us there. Even though I can't legally drive.
Earthly laws never stopped you before.
It was the wackiest road trip of their lives.
Did you just burn Albuquerque to the ground by calling on the power of Hades?
Oh, Grandmama. You didn't see anything.
But maybe, just maybe, they learn a little something about the power of the human heart.
Grandmama, we were running out of gas, so I stole a human heart to power our car.
Who are you again?
But the greatest lesson would be when they reach the Grand Canyon.
Grandson, your grandfather and I were simple people. We like simple things. We were supposed to come here for our honeymoon, but we never made it. There were too many chores to be done. Boy, he would have loved this view, though.
Well, I could summon him from the dead and place his soul inside a coyote.
Wouldn't be the same. Which coyote?
But even very special Hallmark Channel presentations have sad endings.
Grandmama! Grandmama! I'm afraid she didn't make it. Oh no! Why, God? Why?
Because you're the devil and I don't like you!
I curse you and your kingdom!
Yeah, I know that. What are you going to do about it?
Excuse me. I'm afraid your grandmother didn't have insurance, so I'm gonna have to charge you for her dying. And that sums up to about $23,000. I curse you!
And he shrank and shrank until he became quite small. In fact, a dwarf.
Now go work in a mine with the rest of your kind. I'm going to Disneyland to work there in one of those big costumes where they walk around and pretend to be one of the Disney characters. But you don't know which one. So next time you're at Disneyland and you see Chippendale walking toward you, back to prevent lawsuits. Too late.
But of course we can't really understand that story until we know the origin of the devil's grandmother.
Hey, can we just pause here for a second?
What?
Is that really how the Brothers Grimm recorded that story?
Well, it's more of a modern adaptation. Took a few liberties. Okay, so the real story is about a couple of soldiers who signed away their souls to the devil, and then the devil's grandmother felt sorry for them. Nobody died. Blah, blah, blah. I just thought the title was kind of funny.
Fine, but now we have to fit that into our story.
No problem, because long before she was the devil's grandmother, she was a little girl
That's deep.
who liked to wear red because red is sexy.
When she was a little girl.
Whoops.
Do you need professional help?
Once upon a time, Little Red Cap.
Little Red Cap?
Yeah. Little Red Cap.
Isn't it Little Red Riding Hood?
Okay, look, just because you wear red doesn't mean you're from the hood. Not everybody who wears red is in a gang. And second, that's what it says right here in the book, and we're going by the book. So you're Little Red Cap.
Fine.
What?
I didn't say anything.
So once upon a time, Little Red Cap.
Well, I'm off to my grandmother's house to bring her these sweets I made.
You see, her grandmother was kind of a fat loser.
Hello?
Little Red, Grandma needs some sweets. Where are you with Grandma's sweets? If only you loved your grandma enough to bring her some sweets, maybe she wouldn't be dying. I'm starving. Ah!
Boy, Grandma really knows how to turn on the guilt. Guess I'll just have to go into these dark and scary woods alone. Although, it doesn't really sound like a very good idea.
Dark and scary woods alone, huh? You know what that means.
I'm frightened. What was that? What's going on? Oh, if only I could see what was going on. Wait. Make one move and I'll blow your furry little brains out!
Help me!
Whoa! What's going on here?
Get her off of me! She's crazy!
This is a children's story. We can't have Little Red being a gun-toting psychopath.
I don't see a problem with it.
This is a children's story.
Oh, really? A children's story about a giant mutated wolf who eats a little girl's grandmother, then it's cut open to save her? A children's story with a nice moral.
What's the moral?
Never go outside. Ever.
Fine, but there's no gun in the original and we can't have a gun on stage.
You're infringing on my Second Amendment rights. I have a right to protect myself from predatory animals.
Quiet, you. What do you want us to do?
I suggest we tell this like an actual children's story and not a nightmare-inducing slasher film.
Fine. Then I get to be the grandmother then.
No.
Can I be grandma?
No.
I don't want to be the wolf if I can't eat anyone.
Can I slug my gun? I don't feel safe without it.
No, and no. Off stage.
After the show is over, I'm going to meet you in the alley. And there's going to be a reckoning.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Little Red Cap.
Why am I in the dumps? It's kind of a rainy day. I feel sad on rainy days. Fluffy!
Hi, Little Red. What seems to be the problem?
Well, sometimes I get sad on rainy days.
Can I let you in on my secret? Sometimes I get sad too.
Really? A big wolf like you?
But you know what I do? I sing a song.
Can I sing along?
Sure it can. Oh, the rain may be a-comin' down, and the worms may crawl up from the ground. But you know, what turns a frown upside down? When a rainbow comes around.
When a rainbow comes around.
When a rainbow
And sometimes the rain can make you sneeze. And if you're old, you'll cough and wheeze. But wait 1 second, please, for a rainbow through the trees.
For a rainbow through the trees.
For a rainbow.
Wow, that sure was a wonderful song, Wolfie.
Hi, Little Red. Hi, Wolfie.
Grandma,
Michael.
What was that?
That was my air guitar.
Can I see it?
Well,
Remember about the sharing random woodcutter.
okay.
Gee, I've learned a lot today about rainbows and sharing. So I'm gonna go become a vegetarian and defend the environment because that's what conscientious citizens do.
Bye, Wolfie.
Bye-bye.
Wow. What an adventure.
You could say that again.
Wow. What an adventure.
Oh, little Red, you do amuse me in my golden years.
And they lived happily ever after and always shared and appreciated rainbows.
And Little Red went on to later marry that wandering woodcutter, and she had a daughter.
Who married a demon.
I do not like that demon.
She's going through a rebellious phase.
And after that woodcutter left chasing a one-legged dancer through the woods, it's another story, that daughter had a child, the devil. And that's how she became the devil's grandmother.
That child is the devil.
Hush your mouth.
So Little Red lived a long and happy life until she got Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that was a shame.
Yeah.
So to recap, once upon a time there was a little girl from a hood who married a woodcutter, who had a daughter who married a demon, who gave birth to the devil, who cursed a doctor until he became a dwarf, who met up with another dwarf, who rescued a girl from a witch, who married a prince and had a son who was cursed by that same witch into becoming a talking frog, who was acquainted with the talking fish, who was caught by a fisher girl, who became another witch, who tried to eat 2 small children, one of whom grew up to marry a prince and have a daughter, who would eventually make 3 deals with several supernatural entities until one of them would lock her daughter in a tower until she was rescued by another prince and there were no crab people.